Welcome to the Real and Real Estate Podcast, your go-to show for real estate success. Whether you're an agent aiming to crush it or a buyer or seller wanting the inside scoop, we're here to deliver expert advice, insider tips, and the real talk you need. Each episode, we chat with top industry pros to give you the facts, strategies, and inspiration you need to thrive in this business. Let's dive in and make big moves together. Hi, welcome back to the Real and Real Estate Podcast, where we talk to the experts and get the facts. And I am so extremely honored to have Marki Lemons Ryhal with me here today. She's amazing, and I just want to say right up front, you're my idol as well.
Well, thank you.
You absolutely are. I listen to everything and read as much as I can, and you inspired me to write my book, and I even took your class on how to do that. So anyway,
congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Marki is a social media expert. She is an international author and international speaker. She was even at, I'm in Houston. You were at the Houston Association of Realtors a year or two ago, and I was amazed to see you. You ran right past me. It's like, oh my God, there goes Marki. And I got to listen to you. She's written many books, for example, 6 Figures in 12 Months. The Modern Real Estate Professional's Guide to Success is not only available on Amazon, but NAR, National Association of Realtors. So fantastic. How wonderful is that?
Thank you. Yes, it is.
And you're an expert on AI. And even though it's been around for a couple of years, and ChatGPT, I believe, started in 22 or became well known in 22, there's so much we don't know. And there's so many agents. As you know, the average age of an agent is not 25 years old. So for those of us older than 25 or 20, whatever, AI is not natural to us. So I am so happy you've come here to talk to us about AI and understand it a little better, and just welcome. And I need to stop talking because I'm just so excited you're here.
Well, one, thank you for having me. The average age of a realtor over the past decade has toggled anywhere between 50 to 55 years of age. We are not a generation of people who were born and or raised with technology. I remember getting my first desktop computer, and it sat on this long desk in my living room. It was absolutely ugly and atrocious, right? And so, no, we were not born or raised with it. It is often a foreign language, but it is here now. And every single real estate agent uses artificial intelligence every single day, whether they know it or not. My goal is for us to become intentional because I know it will increase our productivity, our leads, and our income.
Absolutely. And I like the fact that you said we use it whether we realize it or not. It's like ChatGPT. Most everyone has used that, whether they're using it efficiently or not. And I use Canva every single day.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you say you have to be an active learner. I believe that was your term, not just a learner, a daily learner, but an active daily learner.
Yes, I believe in being an active learner, learning something new every single day. And that doesn't mean that we're going to keep up, but it means that we are learning at a steady pace in a world that is consistently changing. And so every single time your mobile device has an update, that means, I'm going to be honest with you, over the last year, there are some new AI capabilities to that mobile device. There's numerous things my phone can do today that it couldn't do a year ago.
Absolutely.
And when I'm looking at these updates, they're all artificial intelligence based, whether that is into, the Apple and or Android or Google or Microsoft, right? It's being infused with AI with every single update.
Well, tell us what, I think everyone knows pretty much what ChatGPT is. I'm not sure we all understand the prompts, but we're learning.
Yes.
And Canva is something that if you're not using it as a realtor, you certainly should check into that. But what else do we need to be looking for? There's so much going on. I feel like it changes every other week.
It does change every other week. What I want to encourage real estate agents to do is to find one platform and stick to it. The more that you use the tool, the better it becomes. because ChatGPT was the first tool that I used the first week of December 2022, it is my preferred platform. But I could use Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, Copilot. Like there's a long list. And do I have access to all those tools? Yes. And I only use them on an occasion if something is going on with ChatGPT. And the reason is because there are so many updates, it is harder to commit to updates across platforms. Okay.
Yes.
So I want to train one tool, I want to train it well, and I don't want to have to keep up with updates to similar platforms. So ChatGPT is my preferred go-to. And here's why I'm telling people to stick to one platform. Numerous things have happened in ChatGPT. And if I looked at the last 6 weeks, let me say last 8 weeks, I now have set up projects inside of ChatGPT, and I treat projects as an assistant for any area of my business, whether that's creating landing pages, whether that's creating email funnels. I'm doing those in projects, and there's a project essentially for every role that a real estate team, agent, or company needs. Also, I wake up every single morning with up to 60 minutes, actually a little bit more than 60 minutes of my work already performed for me, leveraging
Fantastic.
tasks inside of ChatGPT. So these are just two additional features inside of one platform that allows me to be more productive. And I'm not just being more productive for myself. I'm an avid volunteer, so I'm being more productive in my volunteering. I will be inducted, actually, I'm being inducted into the Chicago Association of Realtors Hall of Fame this year. So I'm a 2025 Chicago Association of Realtors Hall of Fame inductee. It's only me.
I just saw that and I was so impressed. I saw that this morning, actually.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
But I'm also leveraging AI in my ability to give to others. And so next year, 2026, I am qualified to be inducted into the RPAC Hall of Fame. That means that I've given over $25,000 to our political advocacy to protect private home ownership rights in this country.
That's
I
amazing.
also have the Marki Lemons Ryhal Education Advancement Scholarship. I'm a wife and I'm a mother, and I'm leveraging these tools because I'm freeing up time, being more productive, earning more money to help those around me. So I'm helping my aunts and uncles, and I'm helping my two sons because I have more time, and I'm training these systems to be of service to the community, but also to my family.
And an AI is a way to help us with redundant tasks. I know that. I think it's amazing. I was able to get ChatGPT give me, I love quotes, give me 50 real estate quotes, and I was able to turn those into reels. And so every day I already had that done for 50 days. Talk about an amazing time saver.
Yes.
That's just one example.
Well, last week I was in Tulsa with commercial real estate professionals, actually with the commercial forum, where I think AI has really helped to propel my business. Is AI is not just leveraged for real estate agents. I'm helping loan originators. I train association executives. So I train CEOs and COOs on their strategic plans and implementation. I train education directors on leveraging it for curriculum development and marketing and event planning. I leverage it for communication directors, right? So these are all the different people I've taught how to leverage AI since I started using it, because it's a business tool. So it applies to every company and every role in that company. So I was with Tulsa for their commercial forum, and this morning I was on a long call with Dr. Kamen from the University of Tulsa, because you just talked about getting your 50 quotes. Well, we could actually take those 50 quotes, and with tools like HeyGen and other tools, we could create your reels in your image, in your voice, in your style, in your tone by automating multiple APIs to pull the quote and then to pull the image and then to make the image into a video. And then if you wanted to, it could also post to your social media platforms. And that's where we are right now today in the world of how do we automate this and put it together for the top of funnel, thereby freeing up our time in order to get belly to belly.
I love it. I love it. And now time for a short break.
Dreaming of transforming your space? At Broderick Dean Construction, we bring your vision to life with our seamless design-build approach. Locally owned and operated in Tomball and surrounding areas, Broderick Dean Construction is a family business built on craftsmanship and care. Specializing in aging-in-place design and multi-generational living, we create spaces that grow with you, timeless, functional, and beautiful. From remodels to custom home builds to commercial construction projects, our design-build approach brings your vision to life with expert guidance every step of the way. Schedule your design build consultation today at broderickdean.com to get started.
I do use ChatGPT and I use Canva. I've just recently heard about Hey Gen, so that's something that I definitely need to check into. And I noticed when you were talking about, because you're also the head of social media, and your son has taken over and done very well for himself with social
Thank
media.
you.
But you said at least 1,000 words a day, I believe you said, in order to grow your business. And so ChatGPT or whatever platform you choose to use can help you get to those 1,000 words. Am I correct?
Yes. So for every $100,000 that a real estate professional wants to earn, they need to put out 1,066 words of value per day. Most real estate agents forget that a picture's worth 1,000 words. And they don't know that 1 minute of video content is equivalent to 1.8 million words. So you brought up my son, Skylar. Skylar's 28. He's a NAR 30 under 30 this year. And last year, leveraging AI, he was able to add 1,742 contacts to his customer relationship management system. Thank you. And he closed $165,000 in gross closed income. So here's what's funny, because I wanted to just knock him out. He sends me an email yesterday, and my children know there's two things they cannot call me. They cannot call me by my first name, and they cannot call me bruh. I don't know what this whole infatuation with the term bruh is. So he sends me an email yesterday, and it started, "Hi, Marki." Now, he already knows that I'm sitting straight up in my bed. And this is what he tells me: "Kudos to you for all of your hard work on this campaign." Now, let me tell you what I did for my child. We know that he did not have enough touches in order to convert at a higher rate. I took his 8-part email sequence that worked for him last year. He outperformed the numbers, right? Because the numbers are he needed to have 2,880 contacts for every $100,000 he wanted to earn. So he didn't have enough contacts, yet he exceeded the financial goal. And so I took his 8-part email sequence and turned it into a 36-part email sequence. So now he will have more touches and will be able to increase his conversion by staying in touch longer. And it took me 3 minutes to generate because of the new models that I use the thinking model now. So it took about 3 minutes to generate. The time consumption is coming from reading, editing the email sequence, which I'm not going to do that part. He has to do that on his own. But
he's got to have some skin in the game.
Got to have some skin in the game. And so this is how we're leveraging for follow-ups when you have a difficult conversation. So I don't know if everyone is like me or not. When I have a difficult conversation, especially if it comes up, let's say first thing in the morning, I'm often going to put that conversation off because I have 17 other things to do that I woke up
Right.
having to do, right? And so now I just I knock the email out. I bring it over to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is always going to be politically correct and make it sound better than I would make it sound, right? And I'm going to proof everything. If I need to add
Yes.
additional social proof, but I often attach that in the form of a picture or a previous email. I'm giving it something to go on, right? And so I am saving so much. I can't even begin to tell you how much time
How
I'm
much time?
saving, but let me kind of give you an example as a family. I've increased my income 283%. Skylar, I did his campaign for his 30 under 30, his 8 emails, my 8 emails, plus the social media posts that he was doing every single day. At the same time, his younger brother has been awarded $1,028,000 in merit-based scholarships. So I'm
Wow.
a scholarship writer, right? So these are so I said everybody's successful. My
Yeah.
uncle was doing a pancreatic, a walk he's a pancreatic cancer survivor. Their initial fundraise goal was $500. He raised over $3,000 because of
Amazing.
sending out multiple emails and going in and setting up the system the correct way. This is how we're leveraging AI. So it's not just for our success in real estate, it is for life and family success.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, for someone that has not yet delved into that, where do you suggest they start? I started with ChatGPT. Is that a pretty good place to start
I think
to learn?
ChatGPT is a great place. Well, to learn, I think YouTube. YouTube is
YouTube.
actually sending more traffic to all of these AI platforms than any other tool itself. Okay, so YouTube has become my go-to place to learn all things. Now, let me come back. My number one go-to place, not to learn all things, but to learn. My second place is over on LinkedIn. I have a dozen or so people who I follow. I like their content. They're specializing in platforms that I want to know more about. So between YouTube and LinkedIn, and people need to decide which platform they're going to use. If you're a big Google user, then I would use Gemini. If you're a big Microsoft user, then I would go with Copilot. You don't have to use ChatGPT.
Right.
I'm using ChatGPT because it was the first of these tools that were just easily accessible for everybody.
I do remember you talking about the University of YouTube.
Yeah.
Not to mention, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube University. I have a PhD from YouTube University because if I want to know how to do something, even today, right before we got on the call, I wanted to learn what was the best dye in order to cover my gray hair. Guess what? I went over there to YouTube to see a couple of demonstrations on how to do that. Also, you talked about Canva. I love Canva. Canva can now code for you. So last week, I leveraged Canva and its coding capabilities in order to do a side-by-side offer calculation. So you could put 10 different offers in. I think we had 12 different lines that you can put in, right? So 12 different inputs, 10 potential offers. And when you code leveraging Canva, it does code for you, but you get to save it into a working website. That's also in Canva.
Fantastic. Yes, the website, absolutely. One thing too that I don't think people realize, you can also, like for instance, ChatGPT, because that's what I'm more familiar with. You can give a description and it will create an image for you,
Yes.
and you can put that into Canva or vice versa.
Well, I've been using it to cheat. And so I don't like creating infographics. You can actually download a infographic and you can recreate that infographic in your brand colors. So when we go back and talk about projects, I have my company branding project. It has the colors, the fonts, my voice, my mission statement, all of that. So if I'm looking to do anything for my brand, I'm doing it inside of my brand project because then it will also add my company colors. The words now they're not 100% accurate, but they're, about 90% accurate. And that accuracy just came in the last 2 months in regards to the words. But you can do infographics, you can do carousel post. It has come a long way in a very short period of time.
Long way. Well, I know we don't have a lot of time here because you have other appointments, but I do want to mention that markilemons.com, you can find a lot of information. You also have Six Figures in 12 months membership through Facebook, I believe.
I do. I have. So here's what's kind of a couple of amazing things have happened, or I would say I already had the mindset, but AI has just fueled it. We have Six Figures in 12 months, which is our private membership group. We do a group coaching call every single month, plus a monthly master class. I am now officially a Kajabi millionaire. So imagine my second stream of income. I've added $1 million in 4 years in digital downloads. So that was birthed in the pandemic. And with Kajabi, using the free trial, I earned $123,000 in 9 days.
Oh my God.
I've had great success in a lot of different areas, but I think it's the mindset. And if I go back to that mindset, watching the movie The Secret every year, I just put the book, The Tipping Point, up. The One Thing is one of my favorite books. And one of my favorite quotes from that book is, be like a postage stamp, stick to one thing until you get there.
Oh, I love that.
Right. And my success has just come from being consistent. Consistent.
I think that's the key to most anything is consistency, persistence.
It is. And even if your friends don't agree, if your family doesn't agree, if your children don't agree, if your parents don't agree, I've always been very vocal. I'm the person who received a check mark and failure to exercise self-control every single quarter of grammar school and high school, okay? If the numbers support my vision, I'm moving forward. And in all these situations, the numbers supported the vision. But if I came back and looked at AI, I've been leveraging video for quite some time. All of that video content positions me now to be able to repurpose one video into over 200 different forms of content. And so from being a podcaster and creating podcast and video for Social Selling Made Simple and Drive within AR, the podcast of the National Association of Realtors, if you took everything and multiplied it times 200, I would never use all the content in my lifetime, even if I never created any more content.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, what else would you like to tell us for people that are that need to find you? How can they find you?
Well, I am the only Marki Lemons in the world. If they spell my name correctly, they will find me. Marki Lemons, Lemons. What I want to tell people is that you don't need to be on every single social platform. I am not on Snapchat, TikTok, shut down Clubhouse, don't have X, okay? When I decided to shut those 4 platforms down, it'll be 4 years now. My sales have increased every single year because I understand who my niche is.
You're focusing.
Yeah, I'm laser beam focused. I'm laser beam focused in the world of real estate. And then in the world of real estate, I know who my tribe is. I would encourage real estate professionals to stop trying to be all things to all people and to look at eliminating FOMO, fear of missing out. I miss out all the time. And back in November and December of 2024, I was sitting in this same chair and I was mad because I wasn't doing what other people were doing. I wasn't at the Thanksgiving party or the Christmas party. But what I did know to be a fact was that I was planning for a bigger, brighter future. And what that bigger, brighter future is bringing me right now is the fact that my son is going to the University of Illinois, ticket price $42,500 a year. I'm in a position to not have to spend one penny. So when I drop him off at college every single year and I don't have to write a check and I can take that money and reinvest it, I'm going to feel substantially better than I felt in November and December when I was not having fun. My fun is coming.
Yes, it is. You put in the work and now the fun's coming.
The fun is coming. So leverage artificial intelligence. It will take you places you probably never even envisioned that you would be going. And if you are consistent with it, you can increase your productivity, lead generation, and income. Those that are around me, the 10 people who I spend the most time with, are all doing that right now.
Well, you're definitely an inspiration to me, and I hope everyone out
Thank
there
you.
that's listening follows you on all the Facebook. LinkedIn is a big one for you, I know.
It is.
Absolutely.
And Instagram.
And Instagram. And check out her books and join that club. 6 figures in 12 months. That's just, I mean, who doesn't want that? Start using it, Chat GPT, and please go to the University of YouTube and get a PhD like Marki did.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Look to see all my fellow PhDs out there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Marki, for taking the time. I know you're busy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Real and Real Estate Podcast. I hope today's insights have inspired and empowered you. Don't forget to subscribe.